Why do humans believe in God? Imagine a child is born on a deserted island. They grow up with zero books, no internet, and no parents to tell them stories about heaven or hell. One night, they look up at the Milky Way. They see the perfect rhythm of the tides and the complex design of a dragonfly's wing. Do they just see physics? Probably not. Most anthropologists agree that eventually that child will start to wonder who built this. They'll likely start talking to the wind or the sun. Why? Because believing in a higher power isn't just a tradition we're taught. It's actually hardwired into the hardware of your brain. Today, we're looking at the raw biological reasons why humans are designed to believe in God. If you ask the average person why people believe in God, you'll get one of two answers. Religious people will say it's because God is real and people are responding to a divine truth. On the flip side, many atheists will say it's just indoctrination, that we've been brainwashed by our cultures and parents for thousands of years. They'll say it's a security blanket for people who are afraid of death. But here's the thing. Neither of those answers explains why faith is universal. Every single human culture in history, separated by oceans and mountains, developed a concept of the divine. If it was just brainwashing, it would have died out in the age of science. Instead, billions of people, including elite scientists, still believe. So what is the brain actually doing? To understand God, we have to understand how our ancestors survived the Stone Age. Imagine you're walking through high grass 50,000 years ago. You hear a rustle. You have two choices. Option A, you assume it's just the wind. Option B, you assume it's a predator with a will, a leopard that wants to eat you. If you choose option A and you're wrong, you're dead. If you choose option B and it was just the wind, you're just a little bit jumpy, but you're still alive. Evolution rewarded the humans who assumed that behind every movement there is a mind or an agent. This is what psychologists call HADD, hyperactive agency detection device. Our brains are essentially false positive machines. We see faces in the clouds and patterns in the stars because our survival depended on never missing a hidden actor. God, in a biological sense, is the ultimate agent behind the curtain of the universe. Let's break down the three main reasons our brains lean toward faith. The creationist brain. Studies on children show that we are born believers. If you ask a 4-year-old why a mountain is pointy, they won't give you a geological answer about tectonic plates. They'll say, so animals have a place to climb. Our brains naturally assume things have a purpose. Dualism. We naturally feel like our self is separate from our body. When a loved one dies, it's almost impossible for the human brain to process that the person is just gone because the body is still there. We are hardwired to believe in a soul. Social glue. Humans are social animals. We need to trust each other to survive. Believing in an all-seeing watcher makes people behave better. It's a biological police officer that keeps the tribe from collapsing into chaos. So why do we believe? The clear answer is that belief is an evolutionary superpower. It's not a mistake or a sign of being unintelligent. We believe because our brains are built to look for meaning, to recognize patterns, and to assume that everything happens for a reason. Whether you think those brain circuits were put there by evolution to keep us alive, or put there by a creator so we could find him, the result is the same. Humans are theomorphic creatures. We are built to seek the divine. Faith provides a cognitive framework that reduces stress, increases community survival, and gives us a reason to keep going when life gets brutal. At the end of the day, science can explain how we believe, but it can't necessarily prove whether that belief is wrong. It just shows that the God shape is a permanent part of the human experience. But I want to hear from you. Do you think our hardwired faith is just a survival mechanism, or is it proof of something bigger? If this deep dive gave you a new perspective, hit that like button. It helps the algorithm show this to more curious minds. And if you want to understand more about the weird ways the human brain works, subscribe and turn on notifications. Would you like me to do a follow-up video on what happens to the brain during prayer or meditation? Let me know in the comments. Thanks for watching. We'll see you in the next one.